I was concurrently just hustling, filming, crazy stuff, like just determined to make a mark, to make a name for myself. It would have been a lot more challenging had I been born 20 years later. But again, I'm such a tireless, relentless attention whore. I believe I would have found a way no matter when. You know, I think that in this day and age, like with all the podcasting and, all you kind of get to see more people maybe than makes sense. Like I think anybody that, cares to pay attention, you know, sees everything there is to see, really. Like I think, I'm kind of an open book. So, I don't know. I think that the people, if they're interested in me, then there's nothing to not see. Is kind of how I feel. Man, what a great question. When Jackass started, I was working as a professional circus clown in a circus. It was a residence show in a flea market in South Florida. I was concurrently just hustling, filming, crazy stuff, like just determined to make a mark, to make a name for myself. I somehow doubt if I would still be a circus clown, but I had that going for me where I think I would have been able to secure employment one way or another and keep going. And the reality is that I'm just such a tireless attention whore. I've always been so persistent and so relentless in my attention seeking that I gotta believe that I would have found a way to survive. I just can't imagine that without Jackass that it would have been quite as impactful. The crazier question is, what if I was born 20 years later? Because when I came up, video cameras were not a household item, let alone in everybody's pocket. There was no watching video footage on the internet. They didn't even have like email when I started making videos. Like I had to plug VCRs together and duplicate like crudely edited VHS tapes and physically walk them to the post office to to physically mail videotapes to anybody I thought might watch them. There was just no competition. There wasn't so much noise to rise up above. It was easier to get noticed at that time, but it took so much more work to, now anybody can just, anybody can do it. So I think it would have been a lot more challenging had I been born 20 years later. But again, I'm such a tireless, relentless attention whore. I believe I would have found a way no matter when. I think of the cinnamon challenge and it makes me really claustrophobic, man. What haunts me with respect to Jackass stunts is the moments when I choked. Like I had I'm haunted by certain like opportunities I had to like big bits were set up. There's one in particular. We were in India. They set up a massive bed of hot coals, like for people like you walk on hot coals over there. And they had like a balance beam, and my task was to attempt to ride a unicycle along this beam over the hot coals. And obviously, I would fall into the. But I just could not. I got up there and I was not able to like override my self-preservation instinct. I could not commit both feet to the unicycle, and I was like, and I just wimped out. I wimped out and didn't get the footage. And it was like such an elaborate, like visual, amazing setup. And it would have been a great bit. And I just choked, man. I choked. And like, as I tell you this, it haunts me. at my core, it bothers me to this day that I wimped out. And I can think of more examples, but yeah, there were times when I just could have dug deeper. I could have committed more. I could have gone for it. Like, and it all goes to the saying, one that I think is important, which is it's better to regret the things that you have done than to regret the things that you haven't done. That's my regret is I sorely regret things that I failed to do. Let me tell you, like we had a screening last night for this movie. It's so wonderful, dude. Like it's you see all this stuff that was never allowed to be shown, that was just forbidden, and it's put together where you see like how it started, like the and like the span of it all, and there's all this crazy new stuff, and it's just all like it's like decades of pure joy on display in a way that it just registers so emotionally. It's just wonderful, man. I want everybody to see it, and I want them to see it in a theater where everybody's shrieking and howling and feeling the emotions. All like, it's an experience, man, and I can't wait for everybody to have it.